There, hope you enjoy this one. Um, I come under the kosh quite a bit here, and I haven't looked at the game to analyse it completely yet. So let's see whether my play was justified or not. Okay, so we have a Sicilian. I go for the closed. Um, okay, so we have a Sicilian can. I play it often. I used to play bishop b4 here, but you need the dark squared bishop, I found with experience. Generally speaking, I go for the fianchetto, the king's bishop, but I decided to change it up a bit. So queenside pieces coming out before kingside pieces. I don't normally do that, and I don't normally play b5. I tend to go for hedgehog systems, but okay, I thought I'd change it up. And bishop e7. Okay, so I'm just playing standard moves with the idea of bringing the knight to d7, then c5. He took, which I wasn't expecting, and I couldn't understand, because he's just bringing my bishop to a better diagonal and giving me better control of the dark squares. And that move, I think, is just a mistake. So I just took, and I've got a pawn. The queen can't be threatened easily. I'm a pawn up. So I thought, oh, this is okay. This I didn't really understand. So I thought, okay, I'll just take the pawn and knight c6, okay. I didn't see that coming. And I thought, well, can he pull it off? And I thought, hang on a minute. Obviously, if I take the pawn, knight g5's coming. If the king goes back to the 8th rank, I've obviously lost the game immediately. So I play king g6 with queen g4 coming, and f5 should parry all threats. And it looks scary because it looks like the rook can come to the 3rd rank with tempo. So I had to think, should I take this bishop or not? And because, I know how to defend against the Greek gifts, I thought, okay, let's give it a go. I'm not so sure it was a good idea. Takes, okay, so knight g5, king g6, queen g4, f5, all standard stuff. I think, though, maybe I went a bit wrong here. That's a bit tricky, but it's not so serious. I mean, he's only got one threat, and that loses. He'll go 2 minor pieces down if he plays it. So I thought, okay, let's just bring pieces out then. And so knight f6 came. Obviously, I saw he could play that, but I am a piece up. But maybe I underestimated how strong that move is. I don't know. So I thought, yeah, okay, I'll play that. I saw this and I thought, well, it doesn't look that menacing. I'll just play king f7. If he plays queen takes g7, I play king takes e6. I'm 2 pieces up, and I've got a defense. I'll be fine. So he took on f5, which I didn't expect, but maybe what I did here was a mistake. I played knight f6, which I thought was the best move, but what I didn't stop to consider was that I lose the defender for the e-pawn. So we got check. That move is probably a mistake. But I mean, I don't really have many options. Probably the best move was king f8, and maybe just go for a repeat position, because now the rook comes in with check. That's a bit of a problem now. I got worried here. But anyway, I nearly lost the game. If I had played King D8, which I was going to play, I think that loses the game. But anyway, I played King F8. It was a bit scary because I saw this coming. But I thought, well, what's he going to do here? And he plays that. So I was eyeing up counterplay, Queen C6 kind of stuff. But I went for this instead, which I think is better because it simplifies. So takes, Queen takes, which I thought it was a mistake, but or maybe it's the only thing he can play. Because I thought, okay, I just take, he takes, I pin your knight, you're not going to get out of it. But I didn't see after King F7, Knight G5, he gets out of it, and it's a bit awkward. So I played that instead. Simplify the position, I'm a piece up. Shouldn't be too hard. Just kind of standard endgame technique. I should tell you I make a mistake, but he didn't spot it. But this is all quite standard. I've got centralized king, I'm a piece up. Should be okay. But I go and make a mistake in a minute. That. He's got E4 equalizing and maybe even slightly better. But he played G4 instead. So king came back, knight out. Just trying to create a passed pawn, which I do here. Now he's got a slight problem. So he plays C3, which is just a critical error, I think. Knight C2, knight E4. So I thought I can gamble here because if he plays his knight offside, he can't stop the A-pawn. So I pushed the king up, and he took it. I don't believe the A-pawn can be stopped. So anyway, I played that first. Check, silly really, just take it. Now the A-pawn definitely can't be stopped. And at this point he resigned. I came under fire there, but I held out. I don't think I played the best moves, but I won.